you've observed, they all speak and rebut, and then I don't have an opportunity to come back. So this is my chance to bring back an old item that precluded me from rebuttal. So this was an agenda item from the last meeting that dealt with a gender equality proposal. And I had some concerns about that because I support the California state law. The California state law on gender equality is the strictest in the country. There's no need to fiddle with the state law. The state law is quite accurate, it's quite adequate. It's enforceable, and a lot of people are subjecting themselves to that, and it's perfectly appropriate. There's no need to tinker with the state law, which prescribes very fairly that there will be gender equality in pay for substantially similar work under like circumstances. That protective clause is very, very important because it prevents arbitrary lawsuits when somebody complains of gender discrimination and they don't have the same circumstances for the same job. So that clause is very important. It protects those of us that are subjecting ourselves to the state law. Now, what this council did with that resolution was get rid of that protective language. And it declared in section 1 of that resolution that there would be gender equality, period, in pay, without the protective language around like work in similar professional circumstances. That's very important because if we get sued in a frivolous lawsuit by somebody that complains of gender pay inequality, and that person did not perform substantially similar work as the male or the other party that the individual is comparing him or herself to, then we can subject ourselves to additional liability. And that's not very wise. I think that the state law is very clear that we should promote gender pay equality when the job is substantially the same under like circumstances. And that's not even debatable. I was observing a program on this issue recently, and a staunch feminist was in agreement with that. It's a very reasonable protective clause that if the work is substantially the same, there should be gender pay equality. But why get rid of that protective language? This council wanted to get rid of that so that they just declare gender pay equality without reference to substantially similar work. And I had a concern that that may expose us to additional liability. I did get some clarification from the city attorney. In their opinion, it doesn't subject the city to additional liability. I have a slightly different perspective because if there's a frivolous lawsuit one day, this resolution is going to be invoked. And the person that is filing a lawsuit against the city is going to say, on this date, the council approved a gender pay equality resolution that it is subjecting itself to de facto policy for the city without the protective clause around substantially similar work. And that's just not a very wise thing to do, to subject ourselves to additional liability. So I wanted to clarify it.